you tell people, say, look, Dave, I've been burned.
Sure.
I wanted to trust, and I don't trust anymore.
Absolutely. I've been burned too. I'm skeptical for good reasons. I say it all. Skepticism is the opposite of trust. I once bought a company early on, lost $70,000 in 2 weeks because the guy didn't tell me the truth about it. I don't trust that flight to be on time because I've had experience. I don't trust that boy with my daughter because I've been a boy. I mean, all kinds of things, right? So we don't, there's good reasons we don't trust. So most of my work, even though I talk a whole chapter on how do you rebuild trust, most of it is, and how you give out. There's another chapter on how much you entrust others, and you have to do that with wisdom, and you have to do that with discernment, and you do that in correct ways. Some people don't do enough of it. Some people don't look realistically at the risks, and they trust everyone, and they get burned. And some people don't trust anyone, and they're burned in micromanagement. But the biggest part of my work isn't so much on that. I agree. There's reason for skepticism. Even in my office, I suppose it would be cheaper if I had virtual people, but I love that we all come together, not only for the accountability, but for the teamness but there is a piece of accountability. We know each other's working. I know my staff is working.
Right.
I like to feel, but let me tell you, the biggest part of the work isn't so much about how much we should trust them or not. The most important part of the work is how do we become most trusted? How do we create teams that are most trusted? And let me tell you, when you do, it starts with the CEO, it starts with the leader, and it starts with the way the leadership works and the framework that they put in place. When they do that, people tend to trust them more. When the people trust them more, they act more trusted and create more productive, efficient environments. So I want to push people right away that want to think about, oh, I've been burned by that or this. You got to be discerning. Now let's talk about you. How are you going to run a trust edge company, we call it? How are you going to become most trusted and as a leader? And how are you going to create the most trusted brand? Let's do that, because that's what I think is most important for them. It doesn't mean I don't think you should ever be skeptical.